just to save you some time for watching the whole video and, you know, being led on and it didn't work. It works, you know. When you believe in something in your subconscious mind, it will be true. Believe in that. So stay tuned and I can tell you everything that came true.
I just wanna see you smile. Just wanna see you smile, yeah. You know you deserve to smile. So now that I'm still smile, yeah. I just wanna see you win.
What is up, G family? It's your girl Tiana G. Once again, back with another video, and you know it's been a long time. I am back again with some new content for you guys because it has been a long time. Sorry, we've been slacking. Life has just been going, and we just, you know, been procrastinating about the YouTube channel. So I'm back again by myself, and this video is just an update for the vision board. Long overdue. So sorry, this video is so long overdue. I did that vision board in 2018 and I was supposed to post January 1st of 2019 and it's 2020. So I'm back with the results from my vision board. And if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and make sure you go look for my scripted vision board video. I will also make sure that I link it in the description below, as well as put it in suggested videos to watch. Definitely something to watch. It was my first time creating a vision board, a scripted vision board at that. And if you watch that video, I'll go into explaining like what scripted vision board means. So go ahead and watch that video if you haven't seen it, and then come back to this one to see the results of the vision board. Come back, you know, you want to see this. But once again, I'm sorry, it's been long overdue, but it's constantly been something that's in my heart, something that I've been wanting to do and get to recording for a long time, because I want to make another vision board, and that's why I'm recording this video, because I'm making my new vision board and I want to give you the results of the old one. So stay tuned. So this video is to be specific about what you want in your life and what can happen if you actually believe in what you want. Just to give a backstory of everything. So I recorded my vision board video back in 2018 to get results for 2019. So my deadline for my vision board was January of 2019. One thing I do want to point out is that I set that deadline for myself, but this is a deadline that everything didn't happen in 2019, didn't happen by that date. So keep that in mind, that, you know, things may take a little bit longer than the date that you put on things, but just be patient and keep believing in it. So that's very important when it comes to this vision board. But honey, listen, the scripted vision board, it works. Just to save you some time for watching the whole video and, you know, being led on and it didn't work. It works, you know. When you believe in something in your subconscious mind, it will be true. Believe in that. So stay tuned and I can tell you everything that came true. So here I got my vision board with me right here, and it's been lost. It's been through a lot. It done moved from a state to another state. And for those that don't know, I live in South Carolina right now. So it moved from Tennessee to here. It's just been in my car. I'm like, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna post a video, post the results. I haven't gotten to it, but we get into it today, honey. You know, we put it on that vision board and you're gonna get to it. So I'm looking down at my phone because I don't wrote down some points. I don't want to forget anything, so don't mind that. But here's the vision board. In my last video, my scripted vision board video, I do go into explaining this and my script and the fact that I read it every day. And my goals and plans. And in that video I did mention that I'm a very tangible person, so if I make a goal I have to have a plan, because it has to make sense to me. I can't just throw a goal out there and don't have steps in order to get there. So very important. So some main points that I want to point out about my vision board. So to be honest, after I made this, I did not make another one, which is so bad, but it's been in my heart ever since. So after January 1st passed in 2019, I was like, I need to make my vision board. Never really sat down and did it though, but I've been working on it this weekend, and I just have to really just put it together. I put all my like pictures together I want to put on there, all my quotes, all my goals, my plans. So that's all written out. I just need to print it, cut it out and put it on my board and really look at it every day and be persistent about believing in what I'm trying to reach, the goals I'm trying to reach. Another important thing I did with this vision board, I took a picture and I put it on my phone, my screensaver on my phone, so I saw it every day. So even if, you know, when I woke up in the morning, I didn't look at the side and look at my vision board and read it, I had it on my phone. So you read it, like you looking at it, but it's just subconsciously going to your mind because you know what's on there, you know your goals on there, but like in the back of your head, you're working towards them, not really really putting effort into it. Well, you're putting effort into it, but you just know that what you're doing is going towards this common goal, this end goal. And let me just really explain. So let me tell you what actually came true from my vision board. So if you remember, I had a dollar amount that I was trying to reach. I put down $2,000 that I was trying to reach by 2019. I don't remember. I'm sure I wrote this down, but I think I had like close to that, but I didn't have that amount. And that's one thing that I'm really paying attention to going forward to making my new vision board, is to really like write down steps about the money, okay? Because if you remember in this script I made, I said, oh, it's going to come in various ways during the interim. See, I remember that because I read it every day. So yeah, I feel like, oh, it's going to come through various ways. You know, you can have faith, have hope in that, but I need a plan. I gotta, you know, do what I gotta do. Like, I can't just wait for it to fall. So that's something to pay close attention to. So if you really are serious about saving money or having an emergency fund, which is very, very recommended, definitely make a plan. So towards my future goals, I have a certain amount being directly deposited from my account to a savings account that's automatically saving. So by the end of the year, I should have this amount. So it's like, you know, gives you that extra push and like being more serious about it. That's like the end goal for you. Another thing I put on here is Elisa Nichols' quote: "Be willing to grow and not be liked." And I don't know, me and Jeremy was just thinking like over the years, like we like not so much lost friends, but we've actually like, you know, seen a lot of people's true colors. So I do think that's something that, you know, I always instill in myself, and I pray for is for God to reveal people to me like that ain't for me. So definitely something that's been happening, but that's okay, because you know you don't want fakeness around you, or you want to grow. You want people that's really there for you, that really care about you. You're not people with like different like agendas, or, you know, not there for you like you're there for them. But sidetrack. But that's another thing that me and Jeremy have noticed, that like we always say, like, you know, we cut from a different cloth. Like you can go hard for people or really care about people, but you can't always expect that same thing in return. And that's just the biggest lesson that we've learned over these couple of years. So, you know, going forward, like, I think that, you know, if you need advice on that, just, you know, always be good, you know, do what, you know, feels good in your heart, or what God puts in your heart to do, but don't always expect the same thing from people in return, because you may not get that, and you're gonna leave yourself disappointed every time. So yeah, have faith in God, not faith in people, period. Okay, my next point, tangible plans is definitely helpful. Make sure you make your goals tangible. I cannot stress this enough. A lot of the things on this board that I had a plan for came true. So, you know, just put in the work, have a plan. Like, don't just make a goal and not have a way to get there. You make things tangible. I feel like everybody needs like tangibility in their life. So don't just write a goal and like, oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire by the end of the year. How you gonna do that? You gonna have your own business? You can't do that getting paid $30 in a year. So have a plan, because this is definitely helpful. So my main point I want to go into is grades. So if you remember, I had that I wanted a 4.0. Baby, the results are in. I really wanted a 4.0 GPA, right? Never had one, you know. My GPA before I just tried this vision board was like a 3.0, 3.2, something like that. But I always wanted a 4.0. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put that on my vision board. And like, I stressed it, couldn't stress it enough. And I wrote down plans and steps in order to get that. And I think I have some clips from when I was looking at my GPA, or when I figured it out. If I have those clips, I will insert those. What is up, guys? Right now I just want to record my reaction. I'm about to check my grades. Before I look, let me just briefly explain. So this has been an interesting semester. You know, I've been working hard. My main thing was pretty much organization. So I spent a lot of time actually writing down my assignments and when they were due, and like conquering these assignments before they were actually due. So which gave me time to redo if I did anything wrong and I wasn't doing everything last minute and not giving my all. So these better be A's all down the board. Like, I'm not playing, because I put in some work. I did every extra credit assignment just in case, because I was like, I didn't get an A on this, so I'm missing points. So I was really on my A game this semester, like, run me my point. To show you like how I felt when I looked at my grades. But keep in mind that in my scripted vision board, I said that, oh, I'm going to be so happy when I get my 4.0, and I'm going to feel so good and so accomplished. So I instilled that into myself like every day. And I was so serious, like so serious about this. And I definitely was an overachiever when it came to this, like for real. Like, I had a planner. My planner was definitely important. I would write down all my assignments when it was due, and I would have like my own little due date before the due date to have it done and have it like checked out by my teacher. And if I didn't like the grade, I would be like, hey, can I redo this? Like, I'm working. Like, I kept it 100. Like, I'm working trying to get this 4.0, and I need to redo this. Can I redo it? So a lot of teachers were gracious with me, or I would turn it in ahead of time, and so they wouldn't be like, oh no, you know, I turned it in before everybody else, so go ahead and look this over so I can make sure that I get a good grade. So that was very, very important, like, you know, really going hard and really like being serious. So for my GPA, drum roll please. I got a 3.8 GPA. A 3.8, like, what? Are you serious? How the fuck? Excuse my language. How the hell I get a B in the easiest class? Like, come on now. You trying to stop my grind. Like, oh, you can't be serious. Oh, the hardest class was my quantitative methods class. And half the time I didn't know what the hell was going on. It was like he was speaking math. Like, it wasn't even English language. I got an A in that. I got a freaking A in that. Oh my gosh. I'm so heated. How could he give me a B? Like, I'm definitely finna write him, like, I am not taking no failures. Like, no, there's no other options. This has to be an A. So I'm gonna let y'all know how that go. And in my heart, I got a 4.0 though, because what had happened was Dr. Lee, one of my favorite, you know, a good professor at TSU, gonna give me a B. A B? Don't like a B, bitch. I needed an A. Run me my A. And we got into it. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I let him have it. I let him have it. But I just didn't understand. Like, how did I get a B? Like, but what I think it is that I didn't come one day, and I had like my excuse written or whatever, and I got like a 0 for a grade, and it just, I don't know, I just feel like it threw everything off, because like he curved it, but it didn't help me. So I was like, I don't know, but just check it up as a loss and just go harder next time. But I got a 3.8, but that's still good. Like, I'm still very happy for that, and I'm grateful for that. But it's like, dude, like, come on, man. Like, what? But every other class other than that, I had an A. I had a 15-hour load, so like I had like 5 classes, and yeah, every other class I got an A. So, and these are like my major courses, so I did a good job. You know, give yourself a pat on the back just for trying, you know. But definitely, if that's like a goal of yours, just stay with it, stay on it. Like, constantly looking at your grades. Like, okay, I got an A. Okay, all right, we on track. So, while we're on the topic, I had put on here that I wanted to like volunteer and join an organization, which I did. Okay, honey. Okay. So I did volunteer with my organization. So we did feed the homeless. What else did we do? Feed the homeless. I feel like there's more. We did a lot of different things, but that's one thing that we did do that I can like really vividly remember because it just, I don't know, it just struck a chord with me. Another thing, so with this organization, the organization was the Supply Chain Management Organization. Shout them out at TSU. I did become the Social Media and Marketing Committee leader. So hey, you know, I was able to network with that and like do good and like really like leave an impression and like, you know, really have a feel for like being in the org and not just being just another member. So that was definitely awesome. And since we're on the topic of school, your girl graduated. Clap it up. So yeah, I graduated with my supply chain management degree December 7th of 2019. But yeah, that was on my vision board as well. And if you go back to my other video, I was stressing like I'm so ready to graduate. But yeah, so that was awesome. Like this is so amazing. Like y'all just don't know. I just don't know the struggle, man. Like I'm changing things and like I have this vision. Like I just want better. Like better for the generations behind me. Better for myself. I just feel like, you know, everybody done struggled before me. Why do I have to struggle too? And why does the next generation behind me have to struggle and figure things out? Like things can be so much easier. People can get so much farther if they're not worried about figuring out how to get to step one, you know? So that's my goal. That's on a little tangent. We'll get to that. Another thing, traveling. Like, big girl, if you want to go somewhere, you want to see some things, you want to eat some good food, put it on your vision board and like mean it, like be about it, you know? Man, it's, dog. I put on my vision board that I want to go to 4 different places. I only had a span of 4 months, okay? I made this vision board in August, September. Wait, when did I make this? Yeah, I made it in August. Okay, so that's 4 months. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Okay, so that's 4 months. I gave myself 4 months to go to 4 different places in 2019. 4 different places. And in my scripted vision board, I said I wanted to see 4 different sunrises and sunsets and touch new soil. Okay, honey? Y'all, I went to 4 different places I'd never been before. 4 different cities I'd never been before in the United States, okay? Now, disclaimer, like I didn't do it by January 2019, but it was like before this video. So before this year, so within 2019. But like I said before in the beginning, like you can give yourself a timeline, but all things are not going to happen within that timeline. So some things are like not overlapping. Some things did like go past that date, but hey, it still happened. So just to let you know. So let's go over the places that I put on my vision board that I wanted to go. Denver, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Hawaii. And y'all know I was so serious about going to Hawaii. Wasn't I? Go back to the video. I wanted to go to Hawaii so bad. Your girl went to Hawaii.
This is dope, yo.
I went to Hawaii, and I want to go back so bad. Like, it was so beautiful. Other places I went, I didn't go to Los Angeles, but I went to San Francisco, which was a beautiful city when you're visiting. And then, where else? I didn't go to Denver. That's the only place I didn't go, like within that state. I didn't go to Denver. I went to Phoenix, Arizona. I went to Las Vegas, which was on my list, and I went to Hawaii. So I went to like 3 places out of 4, technically. Not counting Los Angeles, I went to San Francisco, but hey, 4 different places. So I'm real big on like traveling and seeing different things. So that was really dope. And I'm definitely going to put that on my vision board going forward, like traveling different places. What I'm putting on there now, like I remember exactly, I'm putting on there, I put on there Hawaii again. I want to go back to Hawaii like next month. I'm trying. I got Hawaii on there. I got Canada. Jeremy has been talking like heavy about Canada, so looking into that if he can get a passport in time. Canada, Thailand, and Africa. So he needs a passport. So we got to figure something out. But yeah. moving on, books that I read. I had a few really good books on there. I had E.T. When You Want to Breathe as Bad as You Want to Succeed. I did read that. No, I did not lie. I did read that, not the entire thing. Right now I'm reading Dave Ramsey, Money Makeover, which is an awesome book. If you want to like get more financially stable and like really like get into saving and like how to really manage your money, that is definitely a good read. Like I'm like halfway through it, like I'm almost done, but definitely a good read. I'm like so serious about like wealth right now and like building wealth and like money management, so definitely look into that book. And after watching Dave Ramsey, our goal is to live a debt-free life. So we're trying to accomplish no debt by the end of the year, which is a serious goal. We're trying to increase some credit scores. We're already out of $17,000 in debt this year. So clap it up. We did get out of a vehicle, but hey, it's going to help us in the long run because it was just eating away our pockets. So just be true to your goals and just really believe in them. Like, I feel like anything can be accomplished if you just really just try and really believe in it. So, you know, say it to yourself every day, write it down, like have it on paper, have it up in your face on your screensaver. You gotta do what you gotta do. But the ET book was really good. I just didn't finish it. I listen to him all the time though, but I think I'd rather listen to him than to read his book. But no, I'm gonna finish the book. I'm gonna finish it. I bought it, but yeah, I didn't read as many books as I wanted to, but I read a good amount. And going forward, my goal is to read one book a month, so I can really get serious about reading books, reading more books. Some things that I would do differently with my vision boards. Not so much differently. I would probably do everything the same, but I would get more specific and get more like give myself like clear guidelines and a plan, and you know, doing things little by month. Like, okay, you do this to this week and do this to this week. Just getting more serious about it, I think will help. I have added career goals to my upcoming vision board. So we're moving to South Carolina. You know, I'm working in the supply chain field, and although I have personal goals, I think it's important to have career goals as well. And that's something that I've really been struggling with, because like I have a plan like of what I want to do within my career, but then again, that like I'm so open to everything, and I feel like lately I've been feeling like, you know, although I have this career field, like I also have to have something for myself. Like I have to leave something behind, like a legacy, because I can't leave behind a 4-year degree for any generation behind me. Like all I can do is teach you the steps to go and get it yourself. But like I'm in like businesses and like real estate. Like I gotta, you know, don't let me go off. But yeah, but I'm trying to make career goals to get further within my career. And right now I'm in a rotation program, so I do try different rotations. So I'll do like 4 different jobs within the 2-year span with the company that I'm with, which is like so clutch. Like I highly appreciate it. Like I'm so grateful for this. But I do want to have my own goals and where I want to end up and things that I want to do and contribute. So definitely think it's important to have your own career goals. Set like guidelines, but I've been struggling with like trying to set like a goal that's like measurable. Like, okay, I can do this, like, oh, I want to accomplish this, but I want to make sure that it's measurable. So like when I'm going to different interviews or like trying out for a new position or interviewing for a different position, I can be like, oh, here's the, you know, here's the number, here's the data, so that it's not just saying like, oh, well, I can do this, I can do that, you know. So that's important. Going forward with my new vision board, I am more driven on money. Like not saying it in a bad way, but like being more specific, being more determined on saving money, making money, you know, building wealth and building health. Like I'm more serious about being healthy, financially, mentally, physically, within my relationship, everything. Like, you know, health is wealth, period. Another thing I'm adding to my vision board is hobbies. I really feel like I'm kind of a boring bitch now. Like I used to do poetry, I used to sing. Now I'm adding different hobbies, like trying different things like I would like to do, because people always ask me like, what do you like to do? And I'm like, I don't know. So that's definitely something I recommend, is adding a hobby, try something new. So at my apartment we got a piano like right here outside of the door, and I made it a goal to like learn a different song every week, like how to play a different song. Like even though I know it's probably gonna be simple, but just to really learn something new every week and add a different song on there, you know, and like, you know, just to, you know, really stimulate my mind. So that's something I'm adding to there. And I'm really just getting more serious about posting videos on YouTube. So stay tuned. I may not do as much editing because that's the main thing I get hung up on, is like editing my videos. So I'm just gonna keep it raw and natural for y'all. So just stay tuned for that. And let me know if that's something that you guys would like, or any ideas that you would like to see on this channel. Like I got so many ideas, but it's just the fact about getting out and doing it. So I'm gonna put that on my vision board too, because Jeremy and I'll be like, oh, we should start bedtime stories because our bed is nice. So I'm like, we can do bedtime stories, and he's like, yeah, we can do it, and we never do it. So we finna do it, baby. So stay tuned for that. I did add like morning inspiration to my vision board for my future vision board. Morning inspiration. So I do listen to like Eric Thomas in the morning, Transformation Church. I listen to a lot of like sermons and like podcasts that like speak positively. So if that's something that you're interested in like getting more positive within your life, I definitely recommend like feeding that positivity to yourself in the morning. But all in all, I highly recommend making a vision board, because I'm telling you, like, after I made this and like the year had passed and like the vision board was done, like past January 1st, I felt lost. Like I felt an urgency to like make another one and like have a plan. I felt lost, and I'm definitely a planner. I'm a planning type of person. Like y'all should see my what do you call it, like an agenda, my planner. Y'all should see my planner. Like I am a planner, and I felt really lost when I didn't have my vision board created. Like I was like, oh, I'm just going about like with the ups and downs, and I'm not having like no clear guidelines or plan for my life. So I definitely recommend making a scripted vision board. And I say scripted because when you say these things every day into your subconscious mind and you believe it, but everything within yourself, it will come true. You know, I had to add that silence for dramatic effect, but it will come true. Like a lot of things on here, like I had went back and looked at my vision board, and I was like, wow. Like I put this thing in the back of the closet. Like I wasn't even looking at it anymore, but like it did come true. So that's that on that. So go ahead and make your vision board and tell me how it goes for you. Like tell me how it goes. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. I may come back with my vision board, my new one. Maybe not. I may keep it, to myself and like really like be in the zone. Like, yeah, like grinding hard. Yeah. So, so stay tuned. Appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know anything you would like to see in the future for this channel. And thanks. Peace.
A lot of people hate us cause they ain't us. As long as I'm still breathing, all I'm ever gonna need is here with you. I ain't go this hard to lose. I ain't go this hard to lose. We ain't come this far 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 to lose.